Hey y'all, welcome back to another video, another Christmas decorating video. This one is going to be vlog style. My last two were just voiceover. I did my living room and then I did my dining room and my kitchen in my last video. So if you haven't seen those videos, I'll put them in the description box so that you can go check them out if you haven't seen them and you want to. And in today's video, I'm going to be decorating my bedroom for Christmas. I feel like my hair is fly away. I'm going to be decorating the bedroom. I'm also going to be decorating the bathroom. And then I have a few other little things, a few DIYs, and a few other things that I've picked up and that I wanted to add to what I've already done. So we'll be doing that in today's video. I also want to share a recipe. It's a beloved family recipe from when we were growing up. We did not have a lot of money. My mom was very creative, and so this is a meal that we loved. It was like all of our favorite, and I haven't made it in forever. So I'm going to make that tonight and share it with you. But right now I'm actually headed to the dentist. I have to get a cleaning. It just so happened to be on this morning, and I have to run to the store and get some more pea pads for Buttercup, a couple little errands, and then when I get home, we'll be decorating and probably, yeah, cleaning, you know, all the things. So welcome back. Okay, my hair from laying in that chair, I wanted to put it up, but I can't when I'm, you know, when you're laying in a dentist chair. I couldn't put a ponytail in, so when I get home, I'm sure my hair is going to go up. But I put it up so often that I have like a cowlick right here, so I have to straighten it right here, and then it doesn't lay right. It's just over time how my hair does because of me doing it the same way constantly. But anyway, my lips are so chapped, I need to put some lip gloss on, but it's such a good feeling having nice clean teeth again. So I'm gonna run to get pea pads. Not really sure where because they had a bunch of them at Ollie's and they're cheaper there. I might run there. I think they were like several dollars cheaper than anywhere else I've found. So I think I'm gonna do that. And then when I get home, I said I have a couple of DIYs. I'm gonna make some little like cafe curtains for my kitchen. I'm gonna set you on my steering wheel so you're not shaking. And then I want to show you these little trees I picked up at a thrift store yesterday, and I want to paint those today and just add a few little other things. Marion bought me a super cute gingerbread man nutcracker because he watched my video when I was Christmas decor shopping, and I mentioned I wanted this one at Walmart. Long story. It was crooked, and they were all crooked, so we took it back, and I'm like, well, there's actually one at Hobby Lobby that I love, and it's even cheaper, so we got that one. So anyway, a few things I'm going to put up around the house, like just to finish off the decor, and then in my next video, I think it's my next one, I'm going to do a little bit outside. I haven't quite decided what all I'm going to do, but I did get a beautiful new wreath. I'm going to put that outside. So anyway, I'll catch back up with you when I get home. Okay, I'm home now, got what I needed. I'm vlogging in the bedroom just because it's a little more private, but my light, if you see any kind of like flashing or blinking, my light bulb's going out, and so sometimes it's really bad. And the lighting, you know, in here is terrible, but this is what we're working with. So I bought there it is. Sorry, I apologize. Hopefully I won't keep doing it. I got a couple new things that I want to share with you, and then like just some other decor that I have not put out yet, that when I was going through my stuff, I thought, you know what, I'm going to stick these in a few different places. So I'm going to show you real quick. I'm going to, like I told you, I'm going to do the bedroom, the bathroom, and then we're going to just add a few little things, you know, around the rest of the house. Places I've already decorated, just a few extra little things. So here's an overview of what I got. I did already show you these sheets. I'm about to take them out and put them in the wash because I want to put them on my bed later on. I got these for $19.99 at Ross, and they're queen size. It comes with 4 pillowcases. I'll only be using 2 because I have other ones for the shams, but they say they're reversible, so you can have it show, you know, with this or with this. I also got this on Amazon, and I'll link it in my Amazon shop. It's just a duvet cover and some pillowcases, and I thought the red checker with the ruffle was the cutest.
It's like printed on it though, so not probably like the best quality, but it's real soft, real lightweight, which is fine because it's a duvet cover. So I thought this would be better than my big thick comforter that I have to take to the laundromat. So I'm going to put this on the bed in a little while after we get the sheets washed. So that's going to be in my bedroom. And then I have this adorable pillow I got last year with the Gingerbread Village. And then I picked up one of these bow garlands from Hobby Lobby. And I didn't even realize that it is like the perfect green and red. So that's going to go in my bedroom. And then I just got this yesterday at Goodwill for $2.99. I don't like the black and green, but you can always put fabric, any kind of fabric on them. And I'm not sure if it's going to go in my bedroom or not, but it was only $2.99. And you can also bend these to make it fuller. That was a really good price for that. And then this is the adorable Nutcracker Marion got me from Goodwill. It's a gingerbread man, so we're going to put him up. And then I got some more of these because I just loved them too much. They're so realistic. They're at Hobby Lobby for $2 right now with the half off sale. So they are so realistic. And sorry for the light. So I got 4 of those. I'm going to put those in my kitchen. I know it's bad lighting, but I'm just going to turn it off because that strobe light effect is not working for me. I got 4 of those. I got this a little while back at Goodwill for $2.99. I think I'm going to use this in my bathroom. That was my intention when I bought it. But this is my shower curtain. It doesn't really go with it, but I don't know. I might, but I have that. And then I picked this up also at Hobby Lobby. It was in the fall, so it was half off also, but $1.50. I needed another little pedestal. And then I got these yesterday at my favorite thrift store. They were each 50 cents, so I paid $2. And this is from Target Dollar Spot. Originally $3. I thought that would just be really cute with my gingerbread stuff. And then these were each 50 cents. And they're pretty heavy. I don't know if they're from like a Christmas village or something, but people obviously painted them. But I thought I could paint them, and I don't know if I'll put them together, put them together somewhere or separate, but I'm going to paint these today. So that's one thing I need to work on. And then I almost forgot. This is the fabric that I got at Hobby Lobby. I paid less than $3 for this. It's a half a yard, and I'm going to just use some of the Stitch Witchery and sew some little cafe curtains for my kitchen window just for Christmas time. I think that will be so adorable with the gingerbread.
Okay, so I'm going to paint these little trees. Like I told you, got these at the thrift store for 50 cents. And I had this brown that I thought was the perfect shade of brown. It was called nutmeg, but I did not have very much of it. So I thought I would mix it with this darker brown that I had to try and make it stretch to make sure I had enough. And then when I mixed the two together, it was just too dark, and so I added some white, and I went ahead and painted them in that color brown, but it was not the shade of brown that I was really wanting. It looked more like hot chocolate or something. So I ended up going to Hobby Lobby after I painted them once. Once I started, I knew it was the wrong shade, but I was going to try to make it work. But I ended up running into Hobby Lobby and grabbing a different shade of brown. I wanted it to look like gingerbread, and this just wasn't working for me. But my plan was to paint them brown and then use some white paint and make it look like there was a little bit of snow on them. And then I had some gold glitter, and I wanted to just sprinkle that on top, make them a little bit shimmery. So that's what I'm going to do now, and then I'll show you how I ended up redoing them.
Okay, I'm back from getting some more paint. I got Nutmeg Muscade. They didn't have the exact one I wanted, which was just called Nutmeg Brown. That's the apple barrel brown, but they didn't have it, but it's very close. I actually found the little gingerbread stuff there at Hobby Lobby and tried to match it to it. You can go in. Anyway, I'm going to repaint these because they look like hot chocolate to me, and I really want them to look like gingerbread. So. Better, so you see the difference between that paint and that paint, much better. It still looks like chocolate though, but it's definitely more gingerbread-like. And once that dries, then we'll put the little white on the tips, but it's probably gonna take a little while because it's been a couple hours since I painted them and it was still kind of wet. So I feel like my room is an absolute disaster, but we're gonna get this room whipped into shape today. I ran out to get that paint, and then I had a little bit of time, so I was like, I'm gonna run into TJ Maxx because I had a gift card, and I thought I've been looking. I have my green and white shower curtain with the trees. I've been looking like at other ones, and I just haven't found anything I love. It seems like every year I get a different one. I pay like $5 for them. And it's not my favorite, but I have a green bath mat that's got little trees on it, and they're kind of like embossed. And I have to change my bath mat often, and so I still have it and I'll still use it, but I was looking for, it doesn't really match. I was looking to see if I could find any good deals on shower curtains or bath mats, and I've been looking a lot of places and I've seen a lot, but nothing that just jumped out at me. But I saw this bath mat and I was like, since I had a gift card, I was willing to buy it, but otherwise I don't know if I would have for the price. It was $16.99, I think. Yeah, $16.99, but holy moly, is it cute. And does it match the tree shower curtain? Not exactly, but I think I'm going to make it work. Is that not the cutest bath mat? Of course, you know how to get the gingerbread. That's what it looks like. And it would be really pretty with like a white shower curtain, or, I don't know, something with like just holly on it, or, green and red, but this is what we have. This is what we have right now. Maybe I'll get another one sometime that matches it. But I do have that little gingerbread soap dispenser, so we'll see. And I also, they had this in the Christmas decor, but it's not Christmas. It's not Christmas, but I thought it was so beautiful. It was $7.99, and I will not just use it at Christmas time, but it has the Lord's Prayer on it, and it is in gold, and this wooden frame. I love the arch. $7.99, y'all. Is that not the most beautiful? Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. I'm sorry for the light flashing, but I just think it is so pretty, and I will keep this up all year. I love it. All right, I'm going to make the little curtains for the kitchen. I'm just going to use this Heat and Bond hem adhesive. You iron it on for 8 seconds, and then you flip it over and do 3 more seconds. This kind, you don't even have to use a damp washcloth, so it's just like super, couldn't be easier. So you just, I need to put these away. You just preheat your iron to a medium setting with no steam, and I'm gonna let that get nice and hot. And then I'm gonna actually press the edges first. It makes it a whole lot easier. Buttercup, being naughty. Makes it a whole lot easier when you put the hem tape in to actually, what am I saying? To actually use it. It's better. If you have like an already folded edge, it makes it a whole lot easier. Also, if there's any edge that I'm able to just keep without having to sew, I'll do that. So I'm going to keep this edge. It's on both sides. That'll just be like on the outside.
So I'll show you in a minute. When I hung these curtains, I didn't like the way that they looked, and I actually almost just decided not to use them because I just really didn't like the way they looked. They were not what I had pictured. But later on in this video, I'll show you what I ended up doing, and I love them so much more.
I needed to wash these anyway. They're getting kind of dingy, so I'll throw those in the dirty clothes. After I make dinner, I'm going to hang these up after I clean the kitchen, and after I finish painting these, and then we're going to add them up into the little windowsill. They're going to be so cute, but I'm going to clean this up, and I'm going to start making mashed potatoes because I'm making something called, Mom always called it hamburger pie. Mom, is it just hamburger, corn, onion, and tomato soup? I would say like a poor man's meal.
Yeah, and mashed potatoes on
Mashed potatoes on top. It fed a lot of hungry kids when we were little. So,
my goodness, yeah.
and it's so good. Like, we have memories of it being so delicious. We've all said, Mom, we need that recipe. We want to make it. So I actually don't know if I've ever made it. Maybe once or twice as an adult. So I'm going to make a pot of mashed potatoes. I'll let those cook. It's only 4:30. So by the time they're done, we'll be ready to like put everything together. But I need to also clean a few things. Clean the bedroom, clean the kitchen. I've got my sheets in the dryer. Also, look at Mom's beautiful plant. Did I show you this? I don't know if I showed it to you. When she first moved in, it was way, way, way tinier, and it's all connected to mine now. But look at this. And I propagated some. The ones from her plant are up here. I moved all my plants up here because they were like in the kitchen, and I moved them up here just for, you know, Christmas decor. But after Christmas, I want to like style these shelves way better than they are right now. They're just kind of a catch-all right now, and also this is a catch-all. So after Christmas, we're gonna get this laundry room back into shape. But right now it's Christmas time, so Christmas is everywhere.
Okay, I am sorry that my voice is scratchy. I have been fighting a cold for like almost a week, and it's just that lingering, scratchiness in your voice. But we're going to make dinner now. This is called hamburger pie, like I told you, and I'll just type it out down below. It's just mashed potatoes over, like a ground beef, corn, onion, and tomato soup mixture. And then I put some garlic, salt, and pepper on my meat just to season that. And then obviously when I made my potatoes, I added some cream or I think it was heavy cream and butter, salt, and pepper. And we're just going to go ahead and get these diced up so that I can get them boiling. This is a very, very simple recipe. And once I made it, it did remind me exactly of how my mom used to make it. But I think that if I do it again, I would use tomato sauce. But she always used tomato soup. So that's what I did. And that was what we remembered. And when we were growing up, my mom was a single mom. And she had 5 kids, and she was very young, and, every meal was a challenge, and we did not have much. And so she was always trying to be creative and think of ways to feed a bunch of hungry kids. And this was one of our absolute favorites. It's like a comfort meal. It's just great memories. It's just very simple, but we loved it. And my mom didn't have the luxury of like running out and grabbing dinner. If she'd worked a long day and was exhausted and had all these kids to feed, she had to cook. We just didn't have the money to go out. So every day she would come home from work and she would cook. And we have a lot of memories of, her being in the kitchen. And she actually, when she grew up and got married, she was very young, 18, but she did not even know how to cook the first thing because she wasn't really taught by her mom, because my grandma was actually not a cook. So anyway, Mom had to learn from cookbooks. She had to teach herself everything about cooking, homemaking, those kinds of things. My grandma was a great, amazing, wonderful grandma, but she just wasn't like really great at all the homemaking things. She was more like, let's go out to dinner and do those kinds of things. She was beautiful, she was classy, but she didn't really teach my mom how to do those kinds of things. So Mom had to learn herself, and then Mom obviously like passed those traits on down to us. I love to cook, I love to homemake, and all the things. So anyway, this is gonna go in the oven now. I did not put as much cream and butter as I normally would for the potatoes because I wanted them to be a little bit stiffer. So that went into the oven to bake, and I got the sheets out of the dryer, and we're gonna go ahead and put those on the bed.
Okay, sheets are clean. After dinner, I'm gonna clean this room up. Clyde loves my soft blanket. This I got a couple years ago. It's like the size of our bed. It's a queen size, and it's real soft and velvety. So I'm gonna put this like touching our skin, you know, and then the top sheet on top of that, and then the comforter on top. It should be nice and warm for the winter. Buttercup's barking because she wants this toy that she can't have because Belle wants to attack when she squeaks it. I'm like, Clyde is so cozy, huh? You're so cozy. Also, Marion changed my light bulb, so hallelujah.
Oh, yeah, shake that.
Okay, that smells so good, and it is ready to eat. I let it cook for probably, at 350 for probably like 30 minutes almost. And then I've let it cool for a little bit so that it kind of solidified. And I also did not make the potatoes as creamy as I normally would have because I didn't want them to be like soupy. And it's kind of like shepherd's pie. And every time I do that, I make the potatoes a little bit too, you know, I add more milk or cream or whatever. This time I did not. So hopefully that will be the key. But Patrick's here in case you didn't know, couldn't tell. All right, let's try this. Oh, so hot. All right, this is hot and I don't want to burn myself. Just good old simple comfort food, just the way I remember it. I feel like this would be good with cheese on it too, but this is how Mom always made it, so that's how I did it.
Won't you come in out of the snow and cold? We've got it nice and warm. In here you find both young and old, seeking shelter from the storm. It's the spirit of the season to open up the door. It's the spirit of the season to give and love some more. It's the spirit of the season to lend a helping hand. It's the spirit of Christmas season. Let's spread it across the land. Hang a winter coat on the antlers there. Come sit down by the hearth. Let go of your worries, strifes and cares. Give the here and now all its worth. It's the spirit of the season to open up your heart. It's the spirit of the season.
So I think I decided I'm going to put this in the kitchen because it doesn't match that bath mat at all. It's way too light brown, so, and it doesn't really match, you know, the gingerbread in here either, but I think it will be okay. I think. I don't want to not use it. It's so cute. I got it for $3 at Goodwill. I just buy this refillable soap from Walmart and just fill all my different soap dispensers. It's way more economical this way than to just buy new dispensers constantly, or, you know, new plastic ones. And it's kind of crooked, and that might be why it was at Goodwill, but it's really cute. I think I'm just going to put these both down underneath my sink. And I'll pull them back out after Christmas because I don't want just one with that. I think that looks best just by itself. So my little chocolate trees are not completely dry, but I'm going to go ahead and put a little snow on them so that it can dry, because at this point, you know, I don't want it to be like midnight before they're dry. So I'm gonna, you can see they're mostly dry, so hopefully just putting a little snow on top won't take too much longer. There's just like a few parts that are still wet. I hope I don't ruin this. Hope I don't mess it up.
All right, so now that I have finished these trees and I've had them, you know, like displayed for a few days, I don't love them, but the great thing about them is I could just repaint them if I'm not happy with them. And the more I kind of look at them, the more I'm not really happy with that shade of brown. And I think maybe I would use like puff paint or something to make the snow maybe look a little more realistic. I'm not really sure. It's just not quite exactly what I had envisioned, but you can always repaint. So for now, I'm going to use them this year, and then I don't know. I may redo them, but they are cute, and I love that they were so inexpensive at the thrift store. But I was starting to feel really just run down and exhausted, and I couldn't like get things finished this night, and it was really starting to, I don't know. Patrick was over, and I was just overwhelmed with like the noise and the people and needing to do so many things still. And so I decided to give myself grace and not finish everything this one day. But I didn't realize that I was actually getting sick, and I had babysat Paisley earlier in the week, and she had like a little cold, and I think she gave it to me. And sometimes, you know, colds can be not so bad, and then sometimes they can just knock you out. And I was literally in bed the entire next day after this, the whole day. And that night, Friday night, this was Thursday, and Friday I was in bed. Friday night, my fever finally broke during the night, and the next day I felt better, and I have been recovering each day a little bit more. But yeah, I just was so run down, I couldn't figure out what was going on, but it was because I was getting sick. But anyway, we'll finish the video up. It didn't all happen on this one day, but in this video, we'll get everything done.
For now, I think I'm going to put my little gingerbread nutcracker in here by this tree. I want him in my kitchen. I might take my mixer and move that into my pantry in a little while, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet, because I do use it at Christmas time, but it's kind of like, I don't know, the color kind of throwing me off. You know, it's not a Christmassy color.
So these are those beautiful picks from Hobby Lobby. Only $2. Go grab some if you haven't already. They are so pretty to just tuck in everywhere. I wish I had a whole bunch of them. I ended up going and buying 4 more because I just thought that they would be really cute. So I put them up here on the top of my stove, and then I added some like little white berries you'll see in a minute, and then a couple over here. I love the way that they like hang down and droop. They just are so realistic. I love them so much. And then I added just a couple little things, that little white pedestal. I wanted to switch this one out because this one was cuter. And I got this one at Goodwill, and I wanted to use it on my table. And then I just tucked this one into the hutch just to give that little tree some height. And then I used the little one with the scallops on my table so you could see that more. But you know, when you decorate, you're constantly like tweaking things, moving things around. As I'm doing this voiceover, I've actually filmed another video, and you'll see a lot more tweaking and adding new things. So it's just a process, but that's why I started early, and I have time to kind of move things around like I like them. So there will definitely be some more things added, but I love the way that this is simple. I love the table, the way it turned out. And then this beautiful, I don't know what you'd call it, picture saying plaque that I got from TJ Maxx with the Lord's Prayer is so beautiful. And I don't know if I like it right there, but for now, that's where it's going to go. I thought it was a good place for it. And then I put a bow on top of my tree, but this bow is way too small for this tree. It looks fine from the front, but not from the sides and the back. So I need to get like a massive bow that kind of hangs down all the sides. I just didn't have the energy this night to do that. So this is what we came up with, and I just left it. And at some point, I need to also work on that. Maybe I'll make like 3 or 4 bows and kind of tie them together and make them so that every angle of the tree it looks pretty. I don't know. We'll see. And then I added this little gingerbread. Paisley loves to play with this gingerbread, but I just stuck him up here. I had him somewhere in the living room, but Buttercup kept grabbing it and wanting to destroy it. So we had to put that up. But this is what everything kind of came together, how it came together this night. I didn't keep everything exactly this way. You'll see in my next video. I did do some moving around in the kitchen. But this is that pretty tree that I got from Goodwill. I just took that fabric off the bottom of it and I stuck it in one of my white pictures, and it was so pretty. It can be, those branches can be manipulated to however you want them. So I just thought that was really cute up there, and only $2.99. It was a great deal. And then I added these little white, I don't know, I call them berries, but I don't know what they are, to this. And I think it's so cute. I just keep adding more and more until I get it the way I like it. But I was happy with the way that turned out. And then these shelves over here, every time I look at these shelves, I'm like, okay, I love them now. I don't usually say that about them, but I really love the way that they look this year for Christmas.
All right, so I had to do a voiceover because Patrick was here and it was Grand Central Station and there everybody coming in and out. And sometimes that just happens. I you know, it's not like I can go in my office and work. I have to literally work in the space where we're all living. So it is actually, I want to say, yeah, after 8 o'clock. I'm so tired tonight. I'm so tired. I ended up doing a few things this afternoon that I didn't film, and the time just got away from me, and I'm tired. So I'm going to put my room together, put my bedding on, because obviously we have to sleep in our bed. I actually was filming in there and my memory card was full, so I had to sit down for about 15 minutes and transfer everything to my computer before I could wipe it clean so I could continue. So it just was another thing. But I think I'm going to go ahead and put my bed together, and then tomorrow I'm just going to pick up my camera and I'm going to finish. I'm going to do the bathroom because I want to clean the bathroom. I also want to clean my room, the floors and the mirrors and all that. So I'm going to just put that, you know, you won't even notice a difference. You'll notice a different outfit. It'll be me tomorrow, but I'll just stick it in this video so that I don't have to do it all tonight. So let's go ahead and get the new bedding on. I'm excited about that. I want to see what it looks like, and then we'll finish for me tomorrow, for you right after that.
I've kind of got stuff everywhere. Marion did put his laundry up, like most of it. Like, that's a huge deal. So, but we're going to get this room whipped into shape. I never let my room get this out of hand, but this is mostly just bedding and Christmas stuff. So I'm going to have to move the sweet fur babies, though, and I always hate having to do that because they're always so cozy. Somebody's being a little stinker. So this is how the sheet is. It's like you can, you know, obviously have this part showing or this part showing. So I thought it was like flip it over and it's one and the other way it's another. But we're going to have this at the top because I think this is so pretty. And it'll go really pretty with my red and white comforter. But I'm going to put this on first before I put the sheet on because that's what will be touching our skin. And it's getting cold at night. We're supposed to have a few nights in the 20s next week, so it is definitely time to bring out the cozy blanket. Well, that is a lot of red and white gingham. He said it's messing with his eyes. Kind of like this print with it more than this one, because that is just, it's almost like it runs together. So I would have to take the sheet and flip it, the fitted sheet, and flip it. Actually, you know what? You're not even going to see it. You're not even going to see it. So we're going to go ahead and sleep in it tonight. And in the morning, I will pick my camera back up. And we'll finish everything. Put all the rest of the stuff up. Do the bathroom. All the things. But tonight we're done. And this is really cute. This ruffle down here. But it's such a pain, like this part of the bed. But I do love the ruffle on it. That is why I bought this one, because it had the cute little ruffle.
Okay, so like I told you, I was sick the whole next day. So this is the following day. This is Saturday. And I thought, as I was laying in bed sick, I was like, you know what? What if I got some of those hooks and put them on the curtains? It would make them a little bit longer and it would make them hang better. So I happened to have these hooks, and they were the perfect solution. They made it look so much better. I really was going to just scrap them and not use them. But when I put the hooks on them, the way that they hang is just, it's the most adorable little cafe curtains. And I think when I put my lace curtains back up, I may use these hooks as well, see what that looks like, because it just makes everything just hang so much better. I wish that they were that oil rubbed bronze color, but I can always spray paint them if I want to. But I just think they're so adorable. And these little curtains cost me less than $3, which, you know, I'm always looking for a bargain. I love to do things on a budget. And just look how cute. Just look how cute. It's like they were perfectly made. Well, they were perfectly made for this little window. And my little trees in the window, they did not stay in the window. You'll see in another video where I ended up moving those. But for now, I thought they were cute. I love the red and white gingham. I'm just a sucker for anything gingham or plaid. It's always been my favorite. And then I took this little tree because I didn't really like this black bucket. It didn't really match my aesthetic for Christmas. So I just took it out and stuck it in one of my little white pictures also. And I just think that looks way better up there because the black was just not working in that space. And it's so cute. And lastly, before I end the video, I'm going to finish cleaning up my room, and we're going to sweep and mop and hang a little bit of decor, and then we're going to head into the bathroom and scrub the bathroom down and add a few little things. And in the future video, there was some changes there too, but I love the way that my bedroom looks. It's very simple, but this beautiful red and white duvet cover is just like the, you know, the gingerbread kind of like theme that I love. It really, to me, looks perfect with it. And it is a lot of red and white with those sheets. I would love to maybe get some sheets that had green in them, like green and red, but it's beautiful for now, and it's going to work for this year. So I really do love it. And I will link the bedding or the duvet cover and the pillowcases in my Amazon shop. So if you're interested, just go down into the description box and click on my Amazon shop, and then it is under home decor. So just click on that and you can find it. I do make a very, very, very small commission from anything that you buy on Amazon through my link. So I always appreciate that when you do that, but there is no pressure to do that. And I definitely don't make much, but it is always there in case you're wondering if there's anything that you see that you want to know. If I did get it on Amazon, it will be linked in my Amazon shop.
I see the candles come as the year gone by. Thrive for perfection now, and consumption so high. I know it's cold outside, but give me your hand so I can show you what love is. Dear Christmas, for snow and some company by those that I hold close, so That's okay with me as long as you're here. I know it's cold outside, but give me your hand so I can show you what love is. Dear Christmas, I want you so, but I don't need the presents, just wishing for snow and some company by those that I hold close. So Christmas, no need to be perfect, just don't wanna be here alone. I don't wanna be here alone. Drive alone in December rain. They play my favorite song. I see a snowflake melt on the deck. I'm awful cold and longing for the holiday. Counting days until you're here. I've been waiting this whole year. Dear Christmas, Christmas, Christmas night. I know you may suffer light, but together we're alright. You know we're ready for Christmas. Can't wait to head back home. When the neighbors call, I hit the road. Baby, let it snow. We're ready for Christmas. Why you so far yet close? I think I hear them call. So baby, let it snow. Deck the house. That's when the snow starts falling. I pick all the presents up for you. Decorate the fireplace for two. I keep waiting all night, all night. Wish upon a starlight, starlight. I sleep under the mistletoe. Wake me up with a kiss on my nose. It feels so magical, yeah, look where we were small. Someone's been here and there. The stockings were full. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas night. I know you may suffer light, but together we're alright. You know we're ready for Christmas. Can't wait to head back home. When the neighbors call, I hit the road. Baby, let it snow. We're ready for Christmas. Why you so far yet close? I think I hear them call. So baby, let it snow. We're ready for Christmas. Can't wait to head back home. When the neighbors call, I hit the road. Baby, let it snow. We're ready for Christmas. Why you so far yet close? I think I hear them call. So baby, let it snow.
So I am going to switch out my shower curtain now, and I put up my green Christmas tree one, and it's really cute with this green mat that I have, but I wanted to go with the gingerbread theme too in here, and I did get that adorable mat, but it just, when I put it all together, it just does not go with it, in my opinion. So I went out in search of one that would match better, which I'll show you in my next video. But I'm not sure. I'm still not sure. I'm still working on it. I need to figure it out quickly though, because Christmas is going to be it's going to have come and gone, and I'm not going to have it figured out. But I ended up getting another shower curtain, and I just felt like the shower curtain, the mat, and the towel, and the soap dispenser, they all just didn't go together. I ended up just using my regular soap dispenser in this video because it wasn't, I just felt like it was a hodgepodge of too many different things going on. So we'll change that up in the next video. So that is going to be it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me, or you got some decorating inspiration. Let me know if you've decorated for Christmas already. I've heard a lot of people decorating early this year, so I don't know, maybe we just need Christmas a little bit longer. But I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for coming back, for your comments, for your support and love. It means so much to me. I love you guys. I am praying for you always, and I'll see you in my next video.